small buildings really are the lifeblood of New York. Most New Yorkers live in small buildings. Most New Yorkers don't live in 1,000-unit buildings. One of the things that I always say, not to knock the idea of affordable housing. I think it's great that we're doing it. We need more of it. But I do think that there needs to be a look at how you widen that net, how you really fix the parameters that you're using to filter people to actually make it applicable to actual New Yorkers. So people who are actually from New York, who have raised their families in New York, who are multi-generational families in New York.
That are in that borough, in that neighborhood,
aren't
have
getting
been
pushed
their whole
out.
life. Yeah,
aren't getting pushed out.
Right.
Now they do a good job of prioritizing with the way they prioritize the lotteries, of getting people who live near that building selected in the lottery. They do a great job of that. But then getting through the actual selection process is very difficult. And in a lot of ways, one of my biggest beefs with the way the policy is set in New York is that we punish success. And so New York is a place where immigrants and working class folks came to try to make it. And so if they do what we ask them to do, which is work hard, pay your taxes, be a productive member of society, educate your kids, which is what immigrants and poor people do in New York. And then your kids kind of benefit from that because if they have gotten a great education and they've worked hard and now they're middle class, everything that we're saying and doing to them says, now leave. Now go to the suburbs.
Yeah.
Right. There's no place here for you to live unless you're now a millionaire. Right. Or unless you kind of make, you're the camel that gets through the eye of the needle to find your way through one of these lotteries to stay in one of these apartments. And I'm born and raised in Brooklyn. Right. I can count probably on one hand the number of friends that I know who have made it through that lottery. So something about that is not.
And
really
that's somebody
working.
that's actually in that industry.
Yeah.
And see that space all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think there's more that needs to be done for smaller buildings with that. I think that the agencies that are working on this stuff need more resources, right? That's a typical problem, right? Like they don't have enough man and woman power in those seats to run the programming for smaller buildings. So they have the same problem where they have to focus on the bigger buildings, right? To make their budgets make the most sense, right? To get the most leverage out of their own budgets. So that's kind of a problem that I think the city needs to address because small buildings really are the lifeblood of New York. Most New Yorkers live in small buildings. Most New Yorkers don't live in 1,000-unit buildings.
Hey, thanks for watching The Merge. We've got a ton more stuff for you to watch on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, everywhere. Check us out.